In October 2025, Nicolas Maduro made a statement that was supposed to permanently deter the United States from any military action against Venezuela. He said the country possessed 5,000 Russian man-portable air defense systems, IGLA-S. 5,000. According to him, they were deployed across the entire country and operated by thousands of trained personnel. Maduro claimed that Venezuela's airspace had become impenetrable, and that any attempt at intervention would end in disaster for the enemy. These words were widely broadcast by state media. They were repeated by military commentators. They were used as proof that Venezuela was ready for war. On January 3, 2026, U.S. helicopters appeared in the skies over Caracas. Not at high altitude, not at maximum speed, but at around 100 feet. Exactly where manpads are most effective. They were perfect targets. Slow, highly visible, vulnerable. The flights continued for more than 2 hours. Helicopters entered the city, circled, left, and returned again. 8. Some of the flights took place during the day, others at night. According to every military textbook, this was a situation where at least several aircraft should have been shot down. But that did not happen. Throughout the entire operation, not a single U.S. helicopter was confirmed shot down. Not one crash. Not a single pilot reported killed or missing. No emergency evacuations. No wreckage. The only thing that appeared online was a short video of a failed missile launch. One launch. No hit. No result. And that raises the main question. If Venezuela really had 5,000 manpads, where were the rest? This contrast between promises and reality triggered a wave of theories. The first and most popular is linked to the work of U.S. intelligence agencies. According to this version, key Venezuelan military commanders were either bribed or neutralized in advance. Without orders from above, manpads crews simply had no authority to fire. The weapons existed, but the order did not. The second theory is technological. The United States may have suppressed communications and targeting systems using electronic warfare. Under such conditions, crews may not have been able to see their targets or trust their instruments. Firing blind almost guarantees a miss and immediate retaliation. The third theory is far simpler and therefore more uncomfortable. Venezuelan soldiers did not want to die. For Maduro, for a system they no longer believed in. When a U.S. helicopter is in front of you and a collapsing regime is behind you, pulling the trigger becomes a personal choice. And many chose not to. There is also a fourth theory. The number 5,000 may never have been true. It may have existed only in speeches and reports. Some systems may have been non-functional. Some may have had no missiles. Others may have been sold off or lost long ago. On paper, thousands. In reality, only a handful. Finally, there is the quietest and most dangerous theory. Negotiations. Unofficial. Closed door. An order not to resist in exchange for guarantees. An order that will never be publicly acknowledged. And here, an important detail emerges, one that is hard to ignore. Reports indicated that Cuban fighters were killed. Not Venezuelans. Cubans. They fought. They died. The Venezuelan regular army did not. This shows that the challenge was not about lacking resources, nor was it a shortage of personnel. The real issue was the decision, the orders, or the absence of them. The story reminds us that true effectiveness is not measured by how many tools or systems are available, and it is not determined by bold statements from leaders. It depends on whether people are willing to take action. In 2021, the world saw something similar in another context. A large organization, modern tools, huge investment, and yet a complete breakdown at a critical moment. When the time came to act, the promises proved hollow. The expected results never materialized. Grand claims were made. The situation tested those claims in reality, and the outcome was clear for everyone to see.